Yo, hold on. Yo. I
What
would
up,
like to
though?
welcome I would like to welcome everybody to another episode of Leave It on the Court with me, Jay Dimes, and my brother, Giannis. We're here to talk about basketball and the week in basketball, trades, roster decisions, everything like that, everything basketball. So with that being said, we're going to be talking about three teams today and another little subject on the side. So I guess we're going to start off with the Celtics.
The
So
Celtics.
holla at me, man.
The Boston Celtics traded for Porzingis and traded
Yeah,
away Marcus Smart and Grant Williams.
yeah.
Um, if you were to give them a grade for their offseason acquisitions and departures, what would that grade be?
Um, man, I grade. You know how I grade. I'm gonna give him like a C. I'm gonna give him a C. I'm gonna give him a C. And the reason why I say that, somebody said, "What up, Coach Jan?"
What up, Coach? How you been, boy?
So I'm gonna say this: the trade for Marcus Smart was dumb to me because I felt like he was their Draymond Green. You know what I'm saying? Everybody always talking about having a heart and soul of a defense, somebody that can galvanize people, bring people together to, especially on the defensive side, the focus. I feel like they lost that. I don't like the identity the new coach is going in because he's taken away what they were known for, their defensive presence. He's taken away
Yeah,
all their defensive elements. And I don't care what anybody say. Yeah, you score a lot of points, but defense wins championships. If you have a defensive leader like that that can bring everybody together to stop the ball, that makes your team so much better. I think that I was a big loss. You know what I'm saying? They called us up bringing Porzingis, and he doesn't really have a lot of playoff experience. Only way he's going to be good is if they get the Knicks Porzingis. You know what I'm saying? That second, third year Porzingis when he was over there killing, blocking all the shots. If that guy show up, then the grade goes up a little bit. But he has to stay healthy. Now they're on the level with the Lakers and all that stuff with health now. You know what I'm saying? Health concerns and their best players. And I don't like uh, uh, um, the fact that they don't big up Jaylen Brown the way they big up Tatum. You know what I mean? I think that I think Jaylen should be the head of the snake. Tatum has so many times that he has these big games, and then when it comes down to that moment, he, you know what I'm saying, he disappeared. But Jalen bring you that dog every single night. But they give Tatum and stuff all the praise, man. So what about you?
I think that the praise for Jason Tatum is warranted. They said he had 5 50-point games this season,
Yeah,
and that's probably like top in like NBA history numbers we're talking. So uh he you are right in regards to having that dog because it's a conversation I was having with my son. I just didn't know Jason Tatum had the dog, but he was in and out proving me wrong. It even when he wasn't scoring 50. His off games was like 14 rebounds, 20 points, 7 assists.
mm-hmm.
When your floor that low, I think you deserve to be the head of the snake. I think Jaylen Brown is more of a dog. However, um, defenses figured him out. They force him left, like
Mm-hmm.
Draymond Green said, force him left. When you
Mm-hmm.
force him left, you turn the ball over consistently. I think he had like
Mm-hmm.
7 turnovers in the closeout
But
game.
but
But
didn't
then
Tatum have a lot of turnovers too? They both average a lot of turnovers.
yeah,
They
so
both
that
need to take ball handling classes straight up.
straight up, they got to figure that out. and they're gonna have to figure out Porzingis and fitting him in.
I don't think that's a
So
hard fit. I think if you have, okay, my starting five would be Brogdon, Jalen, if they keep him, Tatum, Williams at power, and Porzingis at center.
so I'm gonna reserve my grade until I see what they do with Jalen
How
Green.
you gonna
Um,
do me like that? How you gonna make me give a grade and then your ass reserve the grade?
if they, I think their grade did it really it really hinges on if they can resign Jalen Green, and I don't think you let him go. Whatever he's asked for, give it to him, just straight up.
You mean
Um,
Jalen Brown? You mean Jalen Brown? You said Green?
Jalen Brown. I did say Green.
Yeah.
Say keep Jalen Brown. I think their grade goes up. If they lose him, the only way I'm accepting that loss is they
Get
lose him for Damian Lillard.
yeah.
So,
Check it out though. We had some comments on here. Hold on. What's up, T Streets Playboy? Uh T
so
Street will miss Marcus Smart and Grant Williams. That backcourt is shaky and their handles and playmaking are trash as is. You are right. You are right. You are right. Goliath, is that say how you say his name? Goliath? Uh we'll get to that
oh yeah,
question in a minute. We're gonna talk
Goliath.
about that.
What else
We're gonna
question do you?
we're gonna talk
Okay,
about
yeah, I
the
see.
Pelicans soon. Don't worry about that, bro. We gonna get on them. We kind of focusing on these three teams today, but we have not forgot about Zion. Believe me.
Lala for Lala. What up, cousin?
Uh, what's up,
um,
cuz?
T Street was like no real rim protection. Now,
Yeah.
I disagree with that because they still got Robert Williams and
Yes.
Porzingis, so they got like a twin
Yes.
tower thing going on, and
Yes.
Porzingis
Yes.
almost led the league in shot blocks last season. So
Yes.
toughness will be the factor. I think Derek White is still there, and he's pretty tough.
Yeah.
Malcolm Brogdon, I think you still need to keep him as a six man and keep and put Derek White in the lineup. Um,
But
only
he being a dog.
because you don't want to put four scorers in the starting lineup. I think Malcolm Brogdon proved he can be a pretty effective six man. What you think?
Um, yeah, he's did it before. I don't know. I think that Derek White has to have a consistent season. Sometimes he be getting in the coach's doghouse. You know what I'm saying? Brogdon too. You know what I mean? So it's just about the coach's trust. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be on them, man. They got to play ball, man. They're going to have to play ball in order to stay on the court and show what they are. Brogdon need to come with one of them seasons that got him signed in the first place. You know what I'm saying? That upper 18, 19, 20 area. But see, the problem is the same problem that they've been having. They don't have a floor general. They don't have
Right.
nobody who can bring down the ball and say, hey, go there. Oh, this play ain't finna work. Change it up. They don't have that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Every team, even though like we said on the other show, that 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 point guard is gone, but everybody needs that type of player though. You know what I'm saying? That, like the Warriors had the Draymond, and it's a few other examples and stuff that's fleeing my mind right now. But they need that person, and that's what their problem has been. They ain't got nobody to get them in the offense, and the main two people that handle the ball can't handle the ball. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So we gonna they do have the twin tower thing. I think that can make them dangerous if they play them right. If they play them right, yeah, yeah. Chris Paul, if Chris Paul would have been to the Celtics, we having a different conversation.
Fact.
You're right, T. We having the East is in trouble. But once again, though, we have can he make it to the playoffs factor? That's the only thing. The thing that makes this Warrior trade work is he won't have to play all the time, so he might actually make it to the playoffs. But
um, I think think them losing Grant Williams to Dallas, I think that's going to be a much bigger thing than the average fan thinks. Along with Marcus Smart, he added toughness to the Boston Celtics. So
Yes, yes.
your toughness now has to come from your the guy you're paying, Jaylen Brown, and Jason Tatum.
Well, have we
Um,
seen it? Have we seen it?
we have not seen it.
We have not
Not like
seen
that.
it.
Not like
In
that.
pieces, in pieces. Like we've seen it in pieces, but we not seen that touch the flow, slap the flow, bang, like, and you ain't about to score nothing. We ain't seen that. You know what I'm saying? Only person that give him that energy is Williams. You know what I mean? If he don't get hurt, people are in trouble. That's the only thing. The youngsters haven't been able to play. If they can get, if he can stay on the court,
Yeah.
I put that on my life. That man's the best shot blocker in the league. Period. Period. It's no. Anthony Davis. I don't hear Anthony Davis. Nobody. That boy Williams, dude, he blocks everything. Everything. If you saw him when he was in the game, the guards was coming with layups. He's swatting that. Big man's coming with jump hooks. He's swatting that. Jumpers. He's swatting that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you keep him on the court, you have somebody that can protect the court. And then if he fails and somebody actually get past him, which hardly ever happens, you do got Porzingis in the whatchamacallit. Now the way the offense works, it actually works with Porzingis because he's a shooting big, so he can stretch the floor.
Right.
So now we ain't got the hole clogged up because we can stick him in the corner. You know what I'm saying? And make Grant Williams throw all the screens. You feel me? So
Right.
now I think in that basketball wise they fit, but it's if they can keep themselves healthy, is if they can keep Porzingis on the court. Like he's gonna have to. He can't play 45 minutes. He can't play 30-something minutes.
Oh.
He's gonna have to be like 20-something minutes. You know what I'm saying? A game, so they can keep this man on the court all season. You know what I'm saying? Because he had to make it. And then what person are we gonna get in the playoffs? A dude that ain't never really had no real deep playoff experience. That can do something to you because now you got a team that's studying you for a whole month, half a month or whatever, trying to stop you. You know what I'm saying? So all your little holes and weaknesses show in the playoffs. You know what I mean? So it's just like if this Missoula dude does his job and this little what he's trying to do with the team it works out, how he's trying to run the offense, make it a more offensive minded team, it can work. The East is wide open. There's no really real defensive threats that teams really need to worry about besides Miami and maybe one or two others. So you can have an offensive team in the East that can shoot, but you got to have somebody back there to keep these other dudes from scoring on you. You know what I'm saying? I think they have both things, but it's just about health. You know what I mean?
So, as I asked last week, what do you see as the Boston Celtics ceiling?
Conference finals.
Conference
East. So
finals?
yes, because they're a probably top 3 team in the East still, because ain't nobody really made a big splash yet. You know, Philly is up in the air because when we talk about them, I got something for that. We know Philly up in the air.
Right.
You know what I mean? The Knicks is an up and coming team. They're still 1 or 2 pieces away. Atlanta, we never know what type of Atlanta we gonna get. Every season
Nope.
it varies. We might get the 53 win Atlanta. The next season we might get a 500 Atlanta. You never know. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
they really have a real good opportunity to do something big if they can keep all their players on the court.
If they keep Jaylen Brown, I think their ceiling is the finals. And if they keep Jaylen Brown, then I do think they deserve an A grade for the offseason acquisitions. Al Horford, Derek White, and I think they still got Blake Griffin.
Yeah, they do.
Um,
I just looked up their roster.
as far as like toughness, they'll
They got
they'll
a
be okay.
complete roster. They got a sneaky like little Denver type
Mhm.
roster like over there. Like
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? Like one of them rosters where everybody in the they have somebody for every position and it goes all the way down to their sixth, seventh, eighth man if they had to. You know what I'm saying? Everybody
Right.
could play. You know what I'm saying? So like I say, I give them conference finals. I don't really see them going to the finals because Tatum always does what he does every conference finals. You know what I'm saying? He'll have 2 40-point games, 3 40-point games, and then games 5, 6, and 7. We don't know who we getting. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
so
saying?
that's got to be his growth.
Yeah.
That got to be his growth right there. Can you close out games? Can you improve
Tish.
your left hand?
Yeah.
As far as like Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, can you close games? Can you improve your left hand this off season? The scouting
Yeah.
report is out. Everybody know the force you left now.
Yeah.
What are you going to do about that?
And then you say you're a T-Mac guy and all that stuff because that's who Jalen's, you know what I'm saying? Dude, like, your dribbling should be, first of all, everybody talk about shooting and defense. The most lethal weapon on the court is the dribbling. I don't care what anybody say. You can't do nothing if you can't get past nobody. Straight up. So you can shoot and stuff all you want, you know what I'm saying? But even what makes Steph so much more lethal is because he can dribble past you.
Mm.
He can dribble into his shot. He can dribble past you and get to a layup. That's what made Iverson so dangerous. That's what made if you look at all the great ball handlers, Kyrie, they can do anything they want with you because that ball is on the string. And I don't understand
Yeah,
why people don't take that into account. Everybody worry about a shot and everything. You can't get a shot if you can't create a shot. How you create your shot?
with the dribble, off the dribble.
Thank you. You know what I'm saying? So that should be your most lethal weapon as a basketball player. Your most lethal weapon should be your dribble, not your shot and everything, because that's gonna come. You go and score, but you only gonna score if you get there. You got to get there first, Playboy. You
I
feel
think you
me?
saw after when Kyrie was there, how much Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum's handle grew, but the difference is that it's that left hand, man. They got to figure out
Yeah.
that left hand situation.
Yeah, if you're
Uh,
not ambidextrous in basketball in your first sport in high school, you ain't doing it right.
right,
Straight up.
right,
And
right.
even if I know eighth graders, sixth graders that got a left hand. You know what I'm saying? Like you should be able to go with both your hands if you're a real baller. If you call yourself this is what I do for a living to make money, your left should be just as strong as your right. You feel me? And I'm not just talking because I think I'm talking from experience. Just because I know your left hand could be dangerous if they think if your strong hand is your right and you can take a dude left too,
Yeah.
you're the most dangerous person on the court, dog. Like I don't care what anybody say. Anybody, because any shot I can go like this and you can take that shot away from me and then I can swing it and go back here and it had the same oomph and spin and on it that I could have did with my right, you're in trouble. You're in
The
trouble. You know what I'm
Milwaukee,
saying?
Philly, Miami would be better in my opinion. They might be. They might be T Streets.
No,
So
they not.
next, next, next topic.
What's up?
Uh, you want to jump into Philly?
Yes. Because I want to
All
talk
right.
about the dude that need to shave his beard.
Have you seen dude without his beard? Did you see him at I
Yeah,
think
I
it
know.
was
He looks
Arizona.
so weird. I was like, never mind. Don't do
Yeah,
that.
man. Yeah,
Hey, look,
there's a reason.
let me make a disclaimer. The opinions that live it on the court is our opinions. If you feel like you've been disrespected or anything, or you feel like we're wrong about what we're saying, feel free to join the chat and we can explain to you why we're right. So back. Anyway, what I was about to
Okay, all
Philly.
right. Philly.
Philly. James Harden. If I was Maury, I put the fire to his boots. Partner, you coming back. All the things that I done did for you, all the trades I done made happen for you, bro, you here because of me. You gonna bounce on me like that? For real? No, dog. You finna play this season, and please sit your butt down. Go ahead, make yourself no money for the next couple of years because you can't take a season off. You're in your last contract. If you want to get this last max deal, you gotta play. You come in fat all you want. You come out of shape all you want. You can do anything that you want to do to hurt your game. Because guess what? Once this contract up, ain't nobody gonna want you. So
Fear hit the teeth.
You might as well show your butt up in shape. Come play ball. Show us the James Harden that we need to see. And then you can bounce by. If you don't want to be here, we'll need you. But this season, you finna play, Playboy.
So you saying James Harden don't hold any of the cards? He don't hold no leverage?
What? Do you think so?
The way players have more leverage than they did then.
Yes, you are right. Read that last message. That is perfect.
It's James' last legacy. He's playing his way out of his own legacy. Woof, that's tough. Okay. I think what makes it so tough for James Harden is you got this young guy named Tyrese Maxey that's coming up right behind him. And Tyrese Maxey
is a true point guard, though. But he's not a true. It should fit perfect for James, though, because he want to play point guard. So Tyrese being on your right side, and then you got Embiid. This should be your swan song right now, bro. Like this is last chance at a chip. This is last chance.
I feel like he's in a perfect situation basketball wise as far as trying to get to the next level. Yes. We talked about this last episode. I think James Harden rubbed off on Joel Embiid in a bad way. But the addition of Patrick Beverley to Philly going to bring a different energy to that locker room. Yeah. I like it. So, grayscale, what you give Philly as far as their all-season positions?
They got an F so far because they ain't did nothing. They got an F so far. And either you kick the bitter one up out of there and get you something nice. They need to be pushing that Dame trade more than anybody in the league. More than anybody. Y'all should be convincing the Blazers that James Harden loves that city. That James Harden wants to be there every day and would love to play with all them young guys in Portland. That's what Philly need to be doing. Straight up. Either that or calling another team and try to make a three-way trade. If anybody need Dame more than anybody, it's Philly. It's Philly.
T-Street says incomplete. So they got Patrick Beverley, then they went and got Mo Bamba from LA.
Obama didn't even play last year. The Lakers, he was in what's called Darvin Ham doghouse the whole damn season down there. And I think he was slightly hurt too. You know what I'm saying? So you haven't seen nothing since the Magic that proves that he's even worth going for. You know what I'm saying? You have the MVP of the league on your team. You should be in the top 3 people making the biggest splashes in the free agency, period. Because you have an opportunity. They have a big man that nobody can stop. Now all you need to do is put another person that nobody can stop next to him. Game over. They're in the East. Bro, the Heat went to the finals, bro. Think about that.
Miami Heat.
Think about that. The Heat went with defense and team chemistry. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy, don't get me wrong, Jimmy a dog, but he ain't Joel. Scoring wides and all that stuff. You feel me?
Right.
What'd he say?
Might have to move Boston up and Philly down if they stay silent.
No. Boston is already up. Boston already up because they actually made a move. A real move.
I'm going to surprise you with this grade. I'm going to give them a B. And here's why. they kept James Harden. He's under contract at least for one more
Oh,
year. So
so
their
so
ceiling
he
right
is coming
now,
back.
he's under contract. They re-signed
I
him, but they
I know
supposed to
that.
be.
No, he opted in. They didn't re-sign him.
He
He
opted
opted
in.
in.
They
Yeah,
got him to opt in. He had the option to opt out, but he
uh,
opted in and being in trade talks in good faith with the organization. But you opted in now. I got you.
yeah,
At least for another
yes,
year.
yes.
So that being said, their ceiling again is the championship.
But
That's their ceiling because they got James Harden, PJ Tucker, Embiid, and they got Patrick Beverly now, and they still got Tobias Harris as well.
okay, but Jan, we're still talking about the same dude that get hurt every year. We're still talking about the same dude that don't know if he really want to play basketball on the same team. We got a crybaby. Embiid is a crybaby, bro. Like for real. When things ain't going his way, he gets into his shell and he disappears, even if it's for a moment. That's why PJ was in his face on the bench. Like, bro, don't get down now, dog. We need you. You with
the
your head down and stuff like that ain't gonna help us win. You are a leader. You the MVP. If you like, look, think of it like this. Just like you say, men leading other men. If you see your leader coming to the bench, I'm
right.
looking at him like, damn, the game is over.
That's a problem.
You know what I'm
That's a
saying?
problem.
You feel me? So if they needed somebody that was a real dog, like a real above average player, like a Dame type, to come play with him for all them sucker moments he be having. You know what I'm
I,
saying? And James ain't it. He's captain turnover. You don't know what he's gonna come. You don't know what player you're gonna get every night. You know what I'm saying? Now, if we talk about Houston, James, hey, it's over for everybody in the East. But no, we're talking about the last 2 or 3 years, James Harden. I don't want to hear that, bro. I don't want to hear
um, I'm okay. Let me take a different angle.
that. Okay.
I was listening to Jason Williams this week, right?
Uh,
And he was saying apart from holding Embiid accountable as far as like his attitude and whatnot, his shortcomings,
mm,
Philly, the organization, failed him, and
mm,
this whole process thing,
yeah.
missing out on. Said they drafted Mikal Bridges and ended up trading him away. They could have had Jason Tatum, but they tried
Mm,
to traded him away for Markelle Fultz. They traded the draft rights and got Markelle Fultz instead of Jason Tatum. Daryl Morey having his burner accounts during during the season, and letting Ben Simmons get away and get down on himself as far as his confidence. They
mm.
were saying, how do you in your mind does Philly hold any blame for Joel Embiid not making it past the second round in the playoffs?
Yeah, I mean, anytime you have a player that comes in and he wins Rookie of the Year, and he seems like he can lead your team to your next step or whatever, then all of a sudden he's not even a player anymore. Basically, you have to put that on the team because they didn't put enough resources behind finding out what was really up with dude. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
That's something a player can only be like, no, I'm gonna keep this to myself for so long until we gonna be like, look, no, bro, we finna pull you in. We're paying you too much money. We need to reel your ass in and figure out what's going on with you. You know what I'm saying? Because if we don't figure out what's going on with you, you're gonna end up being what he is now. You know what I'm saying?
hmm,
So yeah, they take some of the blame. I didn't like their coach. The coach, I felt like he was too soft on him. The coach prior to Doc was too soft on him, gave him too much cushion for mistakes and stuff like that, and the injury things and everything like that, just giving them too much room. Even though they grew in some ways. It hurt them mentally in others. Like, you know what I'm saying? And
okay,
like Doc, if you look at who Doc won with, everybody, the championship that he won, the only one he won, look what type of players he had on his team. Strong minded, strong willed players. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And all the players he's played, all the coaches, teams he's coached since then, he hasn't had that on no team except for the Clippers. And the one player who had it always got hurt.
I'm gonna go at I do think the organization holds a lot of blame for this, but if I'm getting that Embiid, I think Embiid has to mature just more as a man, not even as a player. I think he got all the skills. I don't think ain't nothing he can't do on the basketball court. I just think he's mature as a man, as far as holding himself accountable and his teammates, including James Harden and and Tobias Harris, because I think Tobias Harris is a 20 and 10 guy every night. I'm also looking at looking at the influence that James Harden had over Embiid. And if I am Embiid, I'm going to invest my time and resources into the team, and I'm recruiting Dame Lillard. I'm calling Dame Lillard on the phone. Dog, I need you over here.
Wait,
I
I
need
want to rewind. I want to cut you off before I lose this thought. I wanted to go back to the Celtics right quick. What do you think about Tatum recruiting Dame, knowing that the only person that they can get for Dame is Jalen? How messed up is that?
That's
Because I know you can say no. I wasn't talking about you. I don't think of course I wouldn't want to trade, but let's keep it a buck. Keep it a buck. Keep it a buck. That's out of pocket, cuz. That's out of pocket. Hey, look, check it out, bro. I'm meeting you in the locker.
okay, look. So if they can do like a sign and trade sort of ordeal where you give Jaylen Brown the max he deserves, I think it's like $290 million or something like that, 295, and getting them away for Dame Lillard, no hard feelings. I got that max.
Yes,
Chemistry problems looming. Man.
yes.
So yeah.
I forgot all about that T Streets. I was one of the things I wanted to lead into. That was another reason why my grade wasn't high, because it's going to be some headlocks in there. Like, bro. So you wanted who? You wanted who to come where? Like, you know what I'm saying? I think Jalen could take him too. I think. I think Jalen put the ooh-wah bams on that boy. What you talking about?
Once you do that, though, once you start reaching out to recruit another player, knowing that I'm not under contract.
Yeah,
we
gotta have
now.
a discussion.
If I'm Jaylen Brown, I'm asking to be traded, and I'm hoping they don't even trade me for Damian Lillard. I'm looking to make his situation worse. So there definitely some chemistry problems coming.
Yeah. Okay, now back to Philly. See, your grade is weird too, especially since that you said that James was such a bad influence on Joel. So that's why another reason why it's an F. You brought Captain Strip Club back to the team, bro.
Captain Strip Club.
Like you can't do you got a young, fragile-minded player like Joel on your team. You can't have that kind of person on your squad, bro. You can't do that.
The reason why I don't give them a bad grade is because their ceiling is, at least to me, the Eastern Conference Finals. Their ceiling, at least the Eastern Conference Finals. So,
on what planet? Did you see the playoffs last? Man, look, boy, I love you, but goddamn it, dude, that man is trash. James Harden is trash. I said it here. Leave it on the court. That man is trash. I don't care what anybody say. Anytime you give up on your teams that many times and you actually visually give up on the basketball court, you have no respect for me. You know what I'm saying? Period. I don't care what you do from now on. The only way you can get some respect is if you lead somebody to a championship. Period. Point blank.
Check this out, because we do got to get on to the next topic. and I'm in no way a James Harden fan at
Uh-huh.
all. I can't
Uh-huh.
stand that dude.
Yeah.
However, when your team ceiling is the conference finals or even the championship,
Mhm.
you're not you're not you're not in panic mode. You
Yeah.
know, you're not in rebuild mode or anything like that. You still got an MVP and a guy that led the league in assists in James Harden.
Yeah.
And you got some valuable pieces in PJ Tucker and Tobias Harris around them and Maxey. So yeah, that uh, and you get to build more chemistry on top of what y'all was doing. But if you can get anything else, I'm reaching out. If I'm Joel Embiid, I'm reaching out to Damian Lillard. I need you.
To come play
Harden said he
with
wanted to
me.
be out the window. I'm gonna try to include a 3-team trade.
Yeah.
So on to the next subject. Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah.
Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's my
Dallas
dark
Mavericks.
horse. That's
Huh?
my dark horse. That's my
That's your
dark horse.
dark horse?
That's my dark horse.
Ooh.
That's my
Okay.
dark horse.
So okay, hold
Cause
on.
especially
Dallas
with
Mavericks.
Williams on the squad.
Dallas
Oh.
Mavericks. They acquired Grant Williams.
Mm-hmm.
They re-signed Kyrie Irving 3-year deal.
Mm-hmm.
They got Seth Curry as well,
Mm-hmm.
and then they drafted pretty good in getting what's his name out of Duke, 7'1" out of Duke.
Mm-hmm. I don't know
Crap.
that guy.
Uh, Derek Lively. Derek
Oh.
Lively. They got Derek Lively out of Duke. 7'1". He almost broke
Project.
the record of stop blocks.
Oh. Did he really?
And he was 5 blocks away from breaking the record for shot blocks in
He
Duke
got
history.
JaVale, and he got JaVale as his OG
You
too.
got JaVale back
Mm.
there, and you got there's one more person. Oh yeah, and they signed the 6'7" point guard Dante Exum back from the Euro League.
That's my dark horse. I don't think. Okay, well, hold on. Ain't that my dark horse to win the championship? I I ain't gonna go that far. But they the most scary team that nobody can be scared of. Watch. They
Okay,
they gonna finish in the top 5. Like, yeah, thank you. T Streets, you my bro. We must be related somewhere. But see the chemistry. I'm gonna ask you a chemistry question, T Street. Yes, they do have I give them a B or B A minus. Reason why I say that is because they got a whole summer to play with each other, boy. They got a whole summer. They got a whole summer to play ball with each other. That means it ain't gonna be like, you want to take a shot, you want to take a shot, you want to take a shot. No, it's gonna be design plays for whoever's hot at that moment. And then you bring Williams in there. That's that dog. You put him on whoever, you know what I'm saying. Whoever's causing issues. Hey, go get that dude. You know what I'm saying? Something they ain't had ever. You feel me? I don't know if they keeping Bullock. I heard them trying to trade
yeah,
Bullock,
no,
maybe.
he out of there. He
Oh,
out of
he out
there.
there. Okay,
Yeah,
so he did go.
yeah, he gone.
But you got shooting. I heard they were trying to trade Hardaway too. I was just looking at that. I don't
Yeah,
think
they still got a little Tim, and they still got Christian Wood too.
so they still got Hardaway, or did they trade him?
They still
Because I saw them
got him.
saying they still got him. But I'm hearing they might be trying to trade him though.
Yeah,
I just read that.
yeah.
They shouldn't do that. They should make him 6th man of the year. I was just looking at their roster. Um, yeah, I like the rookie pickup. I think that Kyrie and Luka got something to prove.
Okay.
Anytime you give Kyrie a reason to play ball, y'all in trouble. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like he's had that reason, that battery in his back these last couple of seasons. You know what I'm saying? Because of all the scrutiny and everything, he finally did something that nobody didn't think he was going to do. He re-signed with a team. He's committing to a team. outside the first, stint with New Jersey. He's here to play ball.
Okay.
It's over. Like it's oh, and then you got Luka who playing out of his goddamn mind. And if he comes back in shape, I don't care. A fat Luka is dangerous. We gonna in shape Luka. Oh my God! Like, come on, bruh. Come on, bruh.
Yeah, I think Luka heard some of the criticism about his weight. Luka and Kyrie on the court at the same time on the same team is dangerous to anybody.
Yeah.
To anybody, especially in late game situations. I think they will figure it out, having a whole offseason to play with each other and build some chemistry.
Yeah.
What do you have as their ceiling?
Yeah. The ceiling, because I like the Lakers, Warriors and Denver so much. Yeah, probably Western Conference Finals. I think they're going to get to that point and then run into a team that can beat them.
Yeah.
They still don't have a complete team yet. You know what I'm saying? And the West is about depth. You know what I'm saying? And it's the deepest you are, the higher chance you got in the West, because one injury in the West can kill a team on the top 3 or 4 teams. One injury from one of their star players can kill a team. You know what I'm saying? So that always leave a window open for a team like Mavericks or Phoenix to step through. That team that don't have that really complete team, but they right there on the cusp. A Clay go down, they can step into that position. You feel me? Durant go down, Mavericks can move up into that spot. Because we ain't gonna, look, let's keep it real. A lot of these last, 6, 7, 8 championships, teams been winning because a lot of the good teams have been getting injured on the way up to there. You know what I'm saying? Back in the Warrior championships, the Cleveland championships. So it's about who's injured, who's not injured at the end. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Whose team is the most complete at the end. And that's another reason why Denver was up there. None of their best players were hurt. You know what I'm saying? So they were able to push through the playoffs with all their good players. And not to mention that altitude. You know what I'm saying? So they were sucking the life out of players, plus they was healthy. So
we got T-Streets asked, out of the West, who's the toughest backcourt? We got Kai and Luka, Steph and Clay, Bill and Book.
T-Street, I thought we was family, man. I don't even believe how you gonna even ask that question, bro. Until anybody else prove otherwise, it's Steph and Clay, bro.
Steph and Clay. So for me, the problem with Dallas is, the only problem I find with Dallas is that Luka and Kai better be on every single night on offense.
Yes,
because they don't play much defense. That's the problem with their backcourt.
Yes.
So
but that's why I think Grant Williams should be starting at small forward instead of Hardaway, because that'll give him some type of defensive presence. If this rookie dude, if he just like to play defense, you got a shot blocker now. You know what I'm saying? That, you know what I mean? So then you put Cleaver at power forward. You know what I'm saying? So now you can stretch the floor. So, I mean,
you started Christian Wood.
There you go. Christian Wood at power forward. I wouldn't start him at center. I would start the rookie at center just for defensive purposes. Period. And 6 fouls. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you stretch the floor with Woods, and you put Williams on their best player. You feel me? So the 5 should be Kyrie. No T-Streets, but are you talking about this upcoming season? Who the best? Man, come on, man. It's Steph and Clay, bro. Dog, you know what I'm saying? I love you. It's Steph and Clay, though. I'm sorry, bro. Because Clay wasn't that bad last season. I know he's not Clay, but if you playing a 2-on-2 against them 3, who you picking? I'm not picking nobody else but Steph and Clay, dog.
I like the Bill and Book backcourt, but they hadn't played together at all. And you got to figure out
Bro, I got
what
too many
Bradley
people that can
Beal you
shoot from the
getting
half
because
court. You check the
from
ball in. If I check the ball and you check the ball to me and I can shoot, what are we gonna do?
and
Like if
I
we
don't even
playing
got to look at the
two
shot.
on two, yeah. If we playing 2-on-2, right? I go here, and you give me the ball, and I go from half court. Give it here. All right, here. What are we gonna do? I scored. The game over, and I ain't even pass it to nobody yet. I'm just keeping a buck. It's just keeping a buck, and you can't say they can stop him. Okay, none of these dudes. He done scored on big dudes, middle-sized dudes, anybody. He can score on anybody. Just give me the ball. That's all you gonna hear the whole game. Like, man, come on, man. Step
Oh
it
no,
up, bro.
we was talking about the role that Bradley Beal would play last week for Phoenix, and if he's about to take that Ray Allen role and sit in the corner and just chuck shots and you try to play some defense. I don't know. You got 2 6'5" guys doing that. Yeah, give me Stephen Clay all day.
Yeah.
But Dallas, what they're going to do is they're just going to try to surround Kyrie and Luka with people who play defense, and
Well, as
not
they should,
as they
as they
should.
should.
So that's the direction they're going to take. Just surround them with people who can make a 3-point shot and play nut and hard nosed defense. Yeah.
What's his name? What's the owner of Dallas again? What's his name? Cuban. All he
Yeah.
needs to do is take Cleveland's blueprint from the championship season, and there you go.
Yeah, you got a guy
Because you
that's
got
similar
basically
to LeBron and Luka.
and then you got
Similar.
actual Kyrie.
Right.
It's built the team the same way. You know what I'm saying? Just like that. Because believe it or not, Luka to me is a better scorer than LeBron. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
LeBron is a better complete player. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Luka can put up 60 in a heartbeat. Not saying that LeBron can't, but LeBron has to be engaged and want to be doing that and not be worrying about nobody else to do that. Luka just gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? And don't get it twisted. He'll still get a triple double on your ass. Like, you feel me? So
Yeah.
you feel me? So they have the same type of archetype players. So you just build the same way. Yes, defense does matter. But it doesn't matter as much in the front court as it does in the back court as it did back in the day. Like, your guards don't have to be as good defenders as long as you got shot blockers. You know what I'm saying? As long as you got people that can protect the shoot. Because everybody's just shooting now. You ain't nobody really going to the hole. You know what I'm saying? So if you can just, keep your hand up in his face, no hand down, man down, you'd be good. It's just when people decide to go to the hole, you got somebody there that's gonna make them think twice. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of the teams, it was some players that was playing defense that just made people think about their shot, and that's all you want them to do. You just don't want them to go to the hole comfortably, like, oh, I'm gonna do a reverse layup. You want them to get to the hole and be like, ooh, shit, okay, I'm gonna have to. They really gotta think about what I'm gonna do because this dude is standing there. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's all. I feel like if the youngster is who he is, or you know what I'm saying, I play similar to how he played in Duke. They got that. They got somebody who's gonna make them think twice. You know what I'm saying? So that's really what defense is now. Like, it's like team defense plus somebody in the back that can make the team think twice. So. The youngster got to show up, though. He got to show up. He got to show up. Because JaVale is so inconsistent. We don't know who we're going to get every night with him. If the youngster just show up and do his job, you know what I'm saying, and shot in block 2 to 3 to 4 shots a game. And when the people look at the scouting report, they go, okay, this ain't going to be easy night going to the basket. Because there's not too many teams that's going to outscore them. So
I just think they're so up and down. I got their ceiling maybe barring any major injury, I got their ceiling being like the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah.
I don't think they
go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm
Ooh,
agreeing with T Street said, but
yeah.
nobody locks up Kyrie, bro. Come on, man. You're talking a different language right now. That dude is from Mars or something. These dudes ain't on the same planet with you. I've yet to see anybody shut Kyrie down. Only time Kyrie have a bad game is when Kyrie have a bad game. And it had nothing to do with nobody in front of him. Maybe a team, but not one person. Like, you know what I'm saying? And ain't nobody stopping Luka either, dog. Like, let's keep it up. Like,
I
keep it
almost
up.
feel like
And
I'm
Ja
actually
got to
kind of
play. Ja ain't gonna be playing the first half of the season. Then he gonna have to get back in hoop and game shape for the rest of the second half. Like, so
I'm actually kind of afraid for Jason Kidd coaching spot. Like if they don't go at least to the Western Conference Final, like I think they're gonna be looking for a new coach
oh yeah.
because
I mean, J Kidd.
got
I,
they got a squad.
but see, Mark Cuban ain't really known for firing his coaches like that.
That's true.
You
That's
know what I'm
true.
saying? His last 2 or 3 coaches stayed for a long time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
they
we'll see.
were. It's been a trend all of a sudden to fire coaches and move coaches around. So I'm kind of worried about dude.
Yeah, I
um,
feel you. Especially black coaches this period, you always gotta have them in the forefront of your mind and then possibly losing their job just because there's always a race element in everything. You know what I mean? So
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
always. So I I got them. I think their peak is the Western Conference Finals. I think they can make it there. I think that dynamic duo, Luka and Kyrie, is something special. And if they can figure out chemistry, then it's up. So on to the next and one of the final subjects of
Yes.
legal sport, FIBA USA roster. Did you see
Yeah.
it? Did y'all
Yes, I
see
saw
it?
it. Yeah.
Do they win gold? In
No.
your
You
opinion?
tell me what you think because you wanted to talk about this. It seemed like the roster pissed you off.
It did. It did. It did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because I thought, honestly, with y'all getting suspended and whatnot,
Mm-hmm.
and with Zion being up in the air, I thought this would have been a perfect opportunity to put Ja and Zion back on the same team and let them clean up FIBA.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't. What they did was they put a lot of people on the roster that just seemed like a team, see a JV team.
Mm-hmm.
And send them to go for our country. And it seemed like we don't care. Now, this after looking at it, I see a legit starting five that I put up almost against anybody. I don't know about our
I'm gonna
bench.
let you finish because I'm about to. Yeah, go
I
ahead.
don't know
Go
about
ahead.
our bench,
Mm-hmm.
but for me, and I'm gonna ask you who would you start? But for me, I would do
I
Tyrese
got it.
Halliburton starting.
Mm-hmm. I gotta pull it up.
I would do
Mm-hmm.
Tyrese Halliburton. I would do Brandon Ingram.
Mm-hmm.
I would do I would do Michael Bridges, Paulo
Mm-hmm.
Banchero, and Jaren Jackson Jr. He
Okay.
said we getting go by default. So
Okay.
if with Jaren Jackson and Paulo Banchero playing the 4 and 5, I got Michael Bridges at the 3. I got Tyrese Halliburton running point. Oh,
You
and no,
tripping?
I
All
would
right.
I would do Anthony Edwards. Anthony
Okay.
Edwards at the 2. I think
Okay.
that's squad. I think that squad.
Okay.
I think we give any team a run for their money. The problem is that they're young
Okay.
and he's running.
You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. We are about to whoop some ass. You know how I know? Because we
How you
about
know?
to. This is a 3 year. What is it? 3 year run where they actually get to play with each other for the next 3 summers. This team is going to be this team. or whatever, or up into the gold medal thing. You know the way FIBA works right now. You know what I'm saying? They don't just put a team together no more and then they just go out and play. These dudes been playing with each other. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it's not like how it used to be. Oh, we just gonna grab 12 dudes, put them on a team. Y'all work out for a month, go play basketball. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? The way they got it now is a program now. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So you
Yeah.
weed out the worst players and you put the best team on the court. You feel me? This roster, first of all, my starting five would be Jalen Brunson, Halliburton, Edwards, Ingram, and Jaren Jackson, because they fit the style perfectly of how European ball is played. They don't have no back down dudes no more in whatchamacallit in European ball. It's about run and shoot. You know what I'm saying? Run and shoot. Maybe I might switch Anthony maybe with Cam, because Cam playing on his mind. Or you know what I'm saying? It might be a few switches here and there. I like Mikal too, but Bronson and Halliburton in that backcourt at the same time. Oh my God, bro! Like, and then you got running on one side, Anthony on one side, and Brandon on the other. Yikes! And then you got Jaren who can actually shoot a three, and then you ain't coming to the hole. Period. He was the defensive player of the year. You know what I'm saying? This team is finna win gold running away. I still think America has the best basketball players, even though a lot of these European teams be having chemistry and stuff like that. That's why I love the new program, the way they work FIBA now, because they actually all have to play with each other for a few months before they actually go play. And then you got I Am Him on the team too. You know what I'm saying? I'm him, Austin, and them. Man, bro, this team is dangerous. This
Man, ain't
team is dangerous.
nobody worried about no Austin Reeves, man.
I
Get
know.
the
I'm
hell
just
out of
talking
here.
smack. I'm just talking smack. But
Ain't
no,
nobody worried about no Austin Reeves.
this team is dangerous, boy. More dangerous than people are giving them credit for. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Eric Spoelstra and Steve Kerr as the coach.
Okay, look. I recognize the talent. I do. As far as like, I think we go about eight deep. We got about eight. We eight deep. Like as far as like legit NBA talent, like cream of the crop talent that will be stars in upcoming years. My problem is that they're young. So if we get in situations where it's fourth quarter, game tied, 3 minutes left, I'm afraid for us because these other countries send their top tier talent to play in these
No,
FIBA
that's
games.
what T Streets is saying. He's saying Argentina, Spain. He said they're physical teams. Yeah, but they still got to guard us too. They got to come down
Yeah,
slow. They still got to slow the ball down. But then we running past them, all our forwards and stuff. And yeah, Ingram at the floor because he can stretch the floor. It's the same thing they gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Even though they big man might be bigger, they're gonna be playing the same positions as them. You know what I'm saying? And who else you gonna put there? If we don't have no big man, like you know what I'm saying, we don't have nobody that you can really stick as a real certified power forward. Jaren Jackson is actually a power forward, but he's playing center.
yeah. See, and that's another thing. My problem with FIBA basketball and this roster in particular is Jaren Jackson is Mitch the foul, and you only get 5 fouls in FIBA. So that's another issue right there. Walker Kessler, I see the talent, but he's
He's
unproven.
the Christian Laettner of the squad,
Yeah,
man.
just he's just unproven. So I I see the potential. I think we still can win gold, but I'm afraid if we get in any late game situations where the game is tied and it's 3 minutes left, that we can successfully execute and come out with a victory. So
I
Spain,
think that they're
Argentina.
gonna. I I think that the way Eric Spoelstra and them work, they're gonna have squads for every situation.
Mhm.
When you got people like Mikal and Pablo and Pablo is how you say his name, Pablo.
Oh,
Yeah,
Paulo Banchero.
When
Yeah.
you got these dudes that can come in and when people get on them runs, hey, I need y'all to go stop these dudes. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, Kel can do that. Yeah, Halliburton, he actually plays good defense. Who's the other dude? They got Bobby Portis too. You know what I'm saying?
I saw
But
that.
he can start at power forward. You know what I'm saying?
He
You
can.
can't sleep on him. Because you can have him and Jared in there and put Brandon at small, and then have Edwards and Tyrese start. I just feel like Jalen should start. You know what I'm saying? This is probably what the squad is going to be: Jalen, Mikal, Brandon, uh, 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 yeah, because they ain't gonna start Bobby because he's their backup center. They can't start him.
Right.
So it has to. It's gonna have to be either Cam or Brandon at power. Even though Apollo is a big dude, though, but he still
Yeah.
will be like the same size as Ingram, though. You know what I'm
That
talking about? Side compared to them. That's what I mean. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
starting. I would start Paulo at the 4 because of the girth. Like he's a big dude. He's 6'10".
Yeah. Yeah.
He can shoot the ball. That's what we need in FIBA. But I thought like we would have got Bam Adebayo to play. Like I thought we would have Bam Adebayo. I
Yeah.
thought that I thought
But don't he
Dame
play
would.
for his region though? Isn't he from
He from
like, or is he
Alabama.
recent?
He
Oh,
from,
okay, okay, okay.
yeah, he from Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I thought Dame was gonna come back and
No,
do the FIBA thing, but I guess
yeah,
they was talking about him in injury.
yeah.
I just thought we was gonna get more like A1 names on this roster to go ahead
Man, you
and
know, no, none of that. This go back to what you said last episode. People too busy trying to protect their brands and stuff. But I will tell you this about USA basketball. Every single, you can go back and look at it. Every single player that came back from USA came back killing in the NBA. They came back killing. Every single LeBron, D Wade, they won championships right after the thing.
yeah,
Right after Olympics. Every single player that get to go play with these type of players for a whole summer and stuff
right.
like that, they come back killing. Watch Mikal come back killing. Watch Paulo come back killing. Watch Jaron come up. Mark my words. Watch how many of these players, I'm going to give at least 5 of them come back playing out their goddamn mind when they come back. Watch. Mark my words. Watch. It's something
T kind of alluded to this. If you were to pick 3 names from this roster, from the FIBA roster, that'll make the Olympic team come 2024, what's those 3 names?
Edwards, Halliburton, and Jalen.
Jalen. And you let BI off.
Okay.
Ooh,
No,
ooh, ooh.
switch Edwards with Jalen with Brandon. I'll give you that because Brandon is a dog. So Jalen, Tyrese, and Brandon.
Jalen, Tyrese, and Brandon.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Bronson is a dog, man. I like Jalen Bronson, man.
he grew on me. He grew on me.
I like that dude. And
He,
Tyrese,
he
I watched 2 games, full games of him. That man, he score when he want to score. You feel me?
yeah.
And and Brandon is Brandon. You know what I'm saying? BI gonna give you that 30, maybe 50. You don't never know what you're gonna get, but it ain't gonna be 15. You know what I'm saying? That's for sure. But it has to be an hour. I want to say thank you everybody that tuned in. Even if it was for a minute, we appreciate all the love. Please like and share. Oh, by the way, love you, bro. I love having these conversations. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it was important for the world to see our conversations because I feel like they're intelligent basketball conversations, and I love to share these type of conversations with you, bro. Appreciate you doing this with me. You know what I'm saying? You know, I plan on pushing this. Our road to 1,000 subscribers is starting, so we need y'all help. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, T Streets, for everybody you joined in and left comments. You know what I'm saying? Next episode, you join in the live, T. That you know what I'm saying? We
Heard
marking
it
that.
here first.
You gonna join us. You know what I'm saying? So from J Dimes and
Giannis.
man, we just left it on the court, man. Please join us next Sunday at 12 o'clock, man. We appreciate it. Please like, share, subscribe. whatever you can to help us out. Cash App is JOSS510 if you want to help us out there too. All proceeds will go to making the channel better. That will always help too. Till the next time, holla at you.